It was good. It was great. I thought the energy tonight was fantastic. Obviously, we had Kobe's bobblehead night, so you can kind of feel the energy tonight. Getting the Bryant girls here, and getting to the game, I thought both pitchers came out focused. Max had really good stuff. I thought Max threw the baseball really well. The fastball played up, making pitches. Obviously, Mookie put a really good swing on the ball, hit a homer. But Clayton, I thought, that first inning clean, and then the second inning, I thought that double play from Mookie was huge. I thought that kind of flipped the game as far as the momentum. And then just tonight, I thought Clayton got strike one, is what he does. Defensively, Mookie looked really good out there, and then Freeland made that play, going over his head was fantastic. And we just made plays defensively. Clayton was in sync, and I thought he got better as the game went on, and, got us through 6 innings, which was huge.
The last few weeks you talked about just Mookie's at-bats and kind of feeling like something was starting to get going. Now you look at the last 3 games, the results are there. Does it feel like something is really kind of clicking for him right now that feels sustainable, just kind of moving forward for him?
I do. I think that, obviously there's a mechanical piece that is real, that he feels something. But I think from my vantage point, I just think there's a lot more confidence, conviction in the swings. When the ball's in the hitting zone, he's squaring it up. And, we feed off of Mookie and the energy that he provides for our ball club. And you can feel it in the dugout.
Just say, his season's over. He's thinking about just the day-to-day of it. Is this that's freeing, especially for a guy who struggled for so long, so we can think about it that way?
Yeah, I think so, and I think that's a good way to look at it. Getting small wins and playing to win each night, contributing, and versus trying to chase a season where you're not kind of, realizing your career numbers, I guess. So I think that is freeing, and that's growth from him and maturity. But I do feel that's the best way to kind of go about the last 2 months of the season.
Clayton just kind of getting through these starts as productively as he has, especially as you get close to the end of the season. I mean, can you kind of feel him relishing just being back at a place where he's not only healthy but pitching important games like this one as you guys get closer to October now?
I can. He doesn't. He does a good job of kind of keeping the emotions to himself as far as kind of the reflection type things. But when guys make big plays, or he's kind of taking it in more, and then getting back into doing his job and getting hitters out. But I think that you look at, I don't know if it was 2 years ago, but certainly last year where he wasn't able to be a part of things. And so I think that this is why he came back, to be a part of the pennant race.
When Andy, got doubled off, what did you see there? Was that just a mistake that just can't happen?
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it was a straight steal. I thought he had a good jump. Alex puts the ball in play, pop up, and you've got to know where the baseball's at. And so right there, he didn't peek in, and he didn't pick up the third base coach, and then obviously he got doubled up. So, Andy's grown a lot as a ball player, but those are things that we got to continue to tighten up and get better at.
How impressed have you been with Freeland's just his defense?
Yeah, I think with Alex, I'm really impressed with just his overall composure, the heartbeat, just not kind of, the game hasn't sped up on him. I think, to take the good at-bats, to take good swings, swing at strikes, take balls, and then the defense. We kicked him over to third base when Max was out, and then to kind of hold down third base, and then you move to the other side of the diamond, and he hasn't missed a beat. And it's nice where a guy like Rojas or Kike, Freeland, just guys you can trust. They're just baseball players, and it doesn't matter where you put them on the diamond. You trust them.
Surprised to see Scherzer still run up to 96.
I think that had a little bit of adrenaline. You know, he sees the team in blue. I think that, you know, there was a little bit more in the tank tonight. All right, guys.